Hi, you're live with Julie. I'm a hot mess today, but it's not about me right now. It's about what we're going to do with some fun stuff I just got in the mail today. I saw another crafter do a tumbler, and I thought, oh my God, it's beautiful. So she tells you where to get the products, and of course everything's sold out. So when I need something and I need it quick, and I know this woman has everything in stock, I go on Glitters and Crafts for You, and I found almost the exact same color that this other person was using, and there was plenty of items in stock. So I was able to get a couple different ones to try. So this is going to have to be a two-part video, because once we do this and it dries, then I'll show you the next parts of the videos. But it's pretty simple so far. I'm actually going to do this on a 35-ounce skinny tumbler here. So what I did is I sanded and washed this 35-ounce tumbler. I actually spray painted it white, and then I spray painted it this blue, which is kind of like a seafoam blue color. And once I get this mixed up, I'm going to show you guys what goodies I bought. But we got to get the epoxy mixed up. I got some cool stuff to try, and I think I'm gonna add a little bit. I've got some sky blue water-based glow-in-the-dark powder that I got from Glitters and Crafts for You too. Man, I really look like a hot mess today, but sorry about that, guys. Again, focus down here, not at me. We'll aim the camera down a little bit. So, hey Julia, how are you? This is gonna be the coolest thing, and then I have to show you the mermaid I'm working on right now. And I'm gonna put let me turn my notifications off. Hang on. Sorry about that, guys. I'm gonna put a little saying on the mermaid one. It's saying something about she's not sure she could withstand the storm, but she is the storm, kind of something. I forgot how the saying goes, but I'll show you that one too. But this one, so what this one is going to be that we're doing right now is we're going to be adding some mermaid blue pearl mica powder, some blue ecstasy, and some blue water-based glow-in-the-dark powder. And we're going to put it all over this cup, and once that dries, we're going to spray paint it with a couple different colors, and then we're going to do a wood grain on top of it, and we're going to be like wiping away some of the paint to leave just this water that we're making this look like. So I've never done one of these before, but I thought it'd be fun to do it with you. So right now I'm just mixing the epoxy, and I have about 40 milliliters of epoxy here because this is a 35 ounce. I didn't know what I would need, and I figured whatever I have left over I can throw into a mold, so there's no waste there. We'll find a mold to put it in. I've got 700,000 that I haven't even opened yet, so we've got something we could put it in. But we've got about another 25 seconds left mixing this up, and then the fun begins. So this is going to be so cool, guys. I really can't wait, because I really enjoy doing wood grain tumblers. So to be able to incorporate water, which I love water, and the wood grain is going to be super fun. So I'm going to set this aside for a minute here, And I'm going to pull you guys down for a second so I can show you what we got going on here. Make sure I dry my hands really good. So, hot mess, I know. So that was a black and white tattoo, and I did the smoke effect. And as it comes back around, you'll see it color shifts the color of the tail. I think it's just so awesome. And then this was another order here. It's for a male teacher. Hopefully he's not watching this. So then we just have a couple other things on the turners here and over here, but this is the 35-ounce cup that we're going to be working with, guys. So I'm going to be flipping this around and focusing you guys more towards the cup so you can see what we're going to be doing. So what I'm going to do with this is, I'm going to stop that for a minute. Okay, so it's probably going to be backwards, but this is Mermaid Blue Pearl. This is from Glitters and Crafts for You. Let me see. Let me see. I'm going to flip it. I'm going to flip it this way for a second, so it's not backwards. So we're using the Mermaid Blue Pearl. We're also going to use the Super Chameleon powder. It's Blue Ecstasy. And then we're going to use the glow-in-the-dark powder, Sky Blue. So if you want to get a little screenshot of that right there. Okay. And I'll flip the camera back around. Maybe. And we'll bring it back up here. And bring you back down. Right about there. Okay. So, we got these great little spoons. So we're going to add, I'm going to start off with this mica powder. It's a beautiful, beautiful color. And since I have 40, I'm going to do, I'm going to start off with 3 scoops of that. Okay. I'm going to use the tail end of my brush, and I'm going to add 2 big scoops of the glow powder. Let's make it 3 scoops of the glow powder. And we're going to go ahead and mix this up before I add the dark blue in there. Okay? So, just want to mix this up. And we just want a nice watery look. So we're going to scrape all this down. And we're going to mix this really, really well. Oh, I think this is going to be beautiful coverage in here. Yeah, this is going to be perfect. I mean, I probably could have went 2.5 scoops, but because I was adding the glow powder, can you guys see how beautiful that is? So we're going to mix this up really well. And I want to add little hints of, so the color isn't just a solid color. So I'm going to add a little bit of the darker blue because I want this to look like water. Okay. So we're going to grab the chameleon. Now this stuff is usually very, I don't know how to explain it, but it flies through the air very easily. Definitely don't want to get it on this man's blue cup here. So I'm going to very carefully open it over here. And I'm just going to add just a couple little drops of that in there. Okay. And we're going to set that aside and we'll mix that up. And we're going to mix that really well. Because we're hoping it just gives it just a little bit of depth to the water, which it absolutely is. So can you guys see that? Oh, I'm so glad it's relaxing, Julia. So we're just going to scrape the sides, make sure we get it really good so we don't have any clumps of the color. And we're just going to mix this up really well. Again, we added the blue for a little bit of depth in there. Okay. Now's the fun part. We're going to take it and we're going to apply it to the tumbler. Okay. And we're just gonna, I'm just trying to apply it as evenly as I can right now. Just making sure that I have the whole tumbler covered. And we're just gonna go all the way around. And then we're going to cover the bottom. And the very bottom here. And I'm not looking to do a smooth job. I'm actually going to create texture in here a little bit. Because I want water patterns in here. I don't want it smooth. Because this is water. Just going to go through and make sure I have enough of a base coat on here. And again, this is the mica powders from Glitters and Crafts for You. They have so many beautiful colors. So I'm just creating a little texture because water is never still, and just smoothing it out and just going different ways. And we do have quite a bit in here, so what we're probably going to do, once I'm happy with, this looks really good. I'm actually really happy with it already. I just want to get a little bit more texture in some of the areas, like little ripples of water. You know, water is ever changing. So I probably could have got away with maybe about 25 on there, milliliters. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this ashtray and we're gonna put some in the ashtray. And we'll just make a water ashtray. So what I'm gonna do is get it on my flat spot. And let it trickle down the sides. So you never have waste. You always find something to do with it. These ashtrays are great. I know people that don't even smoke that buy the ashtrays, so they use them for trinkets. They put their, one girl puts her car keys every day at work in hers. She just loves hers. It makes her happy. So there you go. So we have a nice little water feature tumbler here. And right here. And you can, oh, you good, you can see it in the camera. You can see the effect. I'm gonna kind of smooth that out a little bit. I probably have to mess with this a little bit for a little while because these long ones have a tendency to pull more towards the bottom, which really upset me, but there's not a whole lot you can do about it. So yeah, so I think we're gonna probably stop right here and let you guys know that I appreciate you tuning in. I know it's late, and it is a school night, but I wanted to show you some of the stuff we were working on here. And I was super excited to get my order from Glitters and Crafts for You in. Again, they do a great job. Some other things that I've worked with in the past. Purple People Eater is another one of my favorites. So I've used these on the dragon scale. I use them on a lot of different things. She has a lot of chameleon powders. And like I said, great customer service. So stay tuned. I will, over the next couple days, we'll do part 2 to this, so I'll show you how we're going to go on to the next step. So you can do this right along with me. And it'll be super fun. It's almost like you're creating something here with me. Just adding a few more ripples and waves. Just want to kind of keep the epoxy moving so it's not completely smooth. I want to have a little bit of character in the epoxy. So when we open up the spots and wipe it away, you can still kind of get a little bit of the feel of the water. So that's the whole goal here. So hopefully, I'm hoping, I've never done this before, so if it doesn't work, don't be mad at me, but I think it's going to be cool. So stay tuned this week. We'll go live again, and we'll work on the second part of this, and I really thank you guys for tuning in. Bye-bye.